Welcome to ACE Cert. In this video we will be discussing practice exam questions for Google Professional Cloud Architect Certification Exam. Question 1. You want to create a private connection between your instances on Compute Engine and your on-premises data center. You require a connection of at least 20 Gbps. You want to follow Google recommended practices. How should you set up the connection? A. Create a VPC and connect it to your on-premises data center using dedicated interconnect. B. Create a VPC and connect it to your on-premises data center using a single cloud VPN. C. Create a cloud content delivery network, cloud CDN, and connect it to your on-premises data center using dedicated interconnect. D. Create a cloud content delivery network, cloud CDN, and connect it to your on-premises data center using a single cloud VPN. The correct answer here is A. Create a VPC and connect it to your on-premises data center using dedicated interconnect. Dedicated interconnect is Google Cloud's solution for establishing direct, high-speed connections, designed for bandwidth-intensive scenarios, offering up to 100 Gbps per connection, easily meeting our 20 Gbps requirement. A VPC, or Virtual Private Cloud, is the foundational network for your Google Cloud resources, so it's essential for this setup. B. Using Cloud VPN is incorrect because Cloud VPN, while secure, is designed for lower bandwidth and uses the public internet, not a dedicated private connection. C and D, involving Cloud CDN, are also incorrect. Cloud CDN is for content delivery, not for establishing private network connections between your data center and Google Cloud. So, for high bandwidth and private connections, dedicated interconnect with a VPC is the way to go. Question 2. You are analyzing and defining business processes to support your startup's trial usage of GCP, and you don't yet know what consumer demand for your product will be. Your manager requires you to minimize GCP service costs and adhere to Google best practices. What should you do? A. Utilize free tier and sustained use discounts. Provision a staff position for service cost management. B. Utilize free tier and sustained use discounts. Provide training to the team about service cost management. C. Utilize free tier and committed use discounts. Provision a staff position for service cost management. D. Utilize free tier and committed use discounts. Provide training to the team about service cost management. The correct answer is B. Utilize free tier and sustained use discounts. Provide training to the team about service cost management. The free tier is essential for minimizing initial costs. Sustained use discounts are automatically applied for consistent resource usage. Training the team on cost management empowers everyone to make cost-conscious decisions. A and C, provisioning a staff position for cost management, are too rigid. C and D, using committed use discounts, are not ideal for a trial phase. Committed use discounts lock you into resource commitments, which is risky when demand is uncertain. So, free tier, sustained use, and team training provide the best balance of cost optimization and flexibility. Question 3. You need to set up Microsoft SQL Server on GCP. Management requires that there's no downtime in case of a data center outage in any of the zones within a GCP region. What should you do? A. Configure a Cloud SQL instance with high availability enabled. B. Configure a Cloud Spanner instance with a regional instance configuration. C. Set up SQL Server on Compute Engine using always-on availability groups using Windows failover clustering. Place nodes in different subnets. D. Set up SQL Server always-on availability groups using Windows failover clustering. Place nodes in different zones. The correct answer is A. Configuring a Cloud SQL instance with high availability, HA, enabled. This is because Cloud SQL's HA feature provides automatic failover in case of a zonal outage, ensuring minimal downtime. Cloud SQL manages the underlying infrastructure, abstracting away the complexity of manual failover setup. Options C and D involve setting up SQL Server on Compute Engine using Always-on Availability Groups, AAGs, with Windows Failover Clustering, WFC. While this approach can achieve high availability, it requires significant manual configuration, management, and maintenance of the VMs, OS, SQL Server, and clustering setup. Cloud Spanner, option B, is a globally distributed database service, not directly intended for SQL Server deployments, and would be an inappropriate choice for migrating a SQL Server workload. Cloud SQL simplifies this complex setup, making it a more straightforward and efficient option for achieving high availability without the overhead of managing an entire clustered environment. By choosing Cloud SQL's HA option, you can focus on application development rather than infrastructure management, ensuring business continuity and ease of use. This aligns with Google Cloud's managed services approach, optimizing for agility and cost-effectiveness. For a full list of practice questions, drop an email at acert6@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.